Well, hey there, YouTube. PD Two Finger, and today I woke up and went on my computer, and someone right away had requested a video call, and I had catched up with this guy. I hadn't talked to this guy since 1988, maybe. Anyway, I was on the video call with him for hours. We caught up, just had laughs, telling stories, and it was really nice to hear from him and really thoughtful of him to initiate that. I think he found me. It seems like 2020 has been a year of reconnecting. So I'm just here on behalf of all good friends, honest friendship. If let's say you're out of work and your car breaks down and you're thinking, "Oh, there's that one guy. What was his name? He used to work on cars." And then you get a hold of him and you're like, "How you doing?" And then he comes back and then you send another email. "Oh, hey, here's a picture of my dog and my we're doing good, you know." And then another email, and then you're, "Hey, I was thinking about getting together. You know, do you still work on cars?" Don't. If you've got strings attached and you haven't talked to somebody for a while, like let's say your windows are dirty and you're thinking you can have this guy come over and he's going to wash your windows for free. I'm just going to tell you, you'd be better off calling a service, having them professionally wash your windows, and don't even bother the guy. Because if maybe he's not as dumb as he used to be, and he's not as brainwashed into constantly trying to please everyone around him. And maybe he's grown up a little bit and he's going to be able to sniff that out and call you on the carpet. And if the way he does that is to say, "Look, I'm not saying that the only reason you got a hold of me was to get me to wash your windows, but in the past people have done that and it's not been good for me. So I made a decision that I'm no longer in the business of washing people's windows." And then if you reply to him, "Fuck you, I never want to talk to you again. How could you ever think that I only reason I contacted you was to wash the windows?" Well, it's going to be real obvious to window washer that the only reason you did contact him was to wash his windows, because a true friend would go, "Oh, are you kidding me? I'm so sorry that happened to you. Never mind the window washing. As a matter of fact, I want to take you out to dinner, or send me those links of your band so I can check them out, and I'll respond to you positively that oh yeah, I watched the song. I like that part there with the solo. I watched that documentary you made. It was brilliant." You know, because a real friend isn't going to all of a sudden start getting these massive emails from his old buddy, catching up and telling him everything, and just send back a 3-word reply that doesn't make any sense. Unless, of course, you're blasted out of your gourd on meth, or you're, glug, 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 glug. So that's just being a friend 101. It's just, and I've been in this position numerous occasions, having people pop up, "Hey, how are you? You still live at the same place? I'm going to come by and, yeah, I got this rack mount delay that's humming. Maybe we could have some beers and you could take a look at it." No, 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 no. Here's how you fix the delay. Take it out of the rack, turn it sideways, and then shove it up your ass. That's how we're going to fix your delay. Anyway, being a friend 101 has nothing to do with strings attached. Getting a hold of someone because you have a motive or there's something you're scheming about can very easily backfire on you. And if you've had a relationship with somebody before in the past and it's been rocky, maybe you fucked them over, maybe you got drunk and threatened their life over a mix that was guitar, bass, and drums, kicked them out of your house. I don't know, maybe called up their wife and threatened her, threatened the guy on the phone because you think the guy stole a cable from you. Maybe you forget the little things that you do when you're knee deep into a case of Jack Daniels. But on the other turn of that screw was the person who wasn't inebriated and remembers all of that stuff. And if you've had a rocky relationship with a person and you're going to try to contact that person and smooth things over simply because you need to employ them to accomplish your goal, there's a chance that that person may have matured and they're not going to let that whatever water under the bridge. They're not, you know what I mean? It's not water under the bridge. It's still a problem because obviously you haven't changed. If you're unable to be patient enough to know how to respond to someone's email, if you're coming back with nonsense, self-centered stuff that doesn't make any sense, when the person's obviously taking time, 2-3 hours to type out a really nice letter, catching up, and then you come back with something that doesn't make any sense. So, I mean, maybe you're just completely out of your mind and you're so self-centered that you never have had the ability to step away from the situation, put yourself in somebody else's shoes and think how that would feel. Maybe you're just a big old baby that's so used to getting everything you have ever wanted that you can't even comprehend anyone else's feelings, and that their life has moved on and that they're accomplishing their goals and they're happy, that they would have no need for you whatsoever. And you popping up saying, hey, here I am, remember me, is merely going to really be a distraction and a waste of time, because you can never go back. Once you burn those bridges, once you threaten somebody's life, it just doesn't, you can't get past that, you know? So that's something to think about. Just being basic human rights as they relate to relationships, friendships, working relationships as musicians. You know, if you've got a relationship, if you've got a what do they call that? A reputation for being difficult to deal with in your local music community, is you're known as the guy who is punching out drummers and bass players and technicians. You know, maybe it isn't the other guy having a mood swing as much as you would think. Maybe a lot of that falls back on yourself. So be careful, be safe, don't be manipulated, don't let people put you in a position that you regret being in, be honest, and most of all, be nice. It's not that hard to do. Trust me.